Yo, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna show you some great attacks of a clan which I joined, which I'm currently in with my Town Hall 11, and these are some great Town Hall 12 Week 12 3-star attacks. It is a German clan which I'm in, which is currently also in Champions League 1, and I was allowed to record some things and just show you the best of the best attacks in this clan. And starting with a Queen Charge Miner attack. So the Queen charging in from 6 o'clock and the miners coming from 9 o'clock. The King already funneling, and as you can see, the Queen's gonna have, he has to use his Queen's ability because the Queen can't keep up with the King. And he still has his Warden ability, just freezed the Inferno so the Queen keeps alive, keeps being alive. And then the minus going to the Town Hall, he used his Warden's ability a bit too early in my opinion. And then the Queen is already got down by the Inferno Tower. And then he has no spells left. Tons of miners are still alive. Helos even helping with healing, not cleaning up, with healing the miners, and he already set his archer at 12 o'clock and helping to get some structures down. So as you can see, this attack is basically over. He has a lot of miners left, and that's a 3-star. And let's speed it up a bit, and then it's time to go to the next attack. So we can see a Peckabo Bat attack right now. A base which I already saw a few times with the Infernos in every different compartment, and this attack is by Ghost, and he's funneling with 2 Packers, which is really expensive in my opinion, but it works. It's like expensive, but you know the funnel works for sure. Going in with the Wall Breaker also at 1 o'clock. I wanted to say 1 AM, yeah. So 1 o'clock, and dropping all these little boulders behind it. Already got this Town Hall, great Warden's ability. Everything freezed, and then the attacking golem pops up. So everything is freezed, and now the troops are splitting up a bit. The Queen going to the left side and the whole kill squad to the right side. Perfect timing for the bad spells. Unfortunately, the Wizard Tower is not distracted anymore by the troops, so he had to use a freeze spell. Queen is also going to left side. The bats are still going around clockwise and taking out that single Inferno right now. And there's nothing really what can stop them except for, you saw it, the Inferno and the Wizard Towers. And the freeze was not perfectly set, but still he has a Packer, still has the King and the Warden. The Queen's gonna die soon, around now 9 o'clock. And he already dropped his cleanup miners at 3 o'clock, and now let's just speed it up. It's gonna be a 3-star, otherwise I wouldn't show it. And it was a bit close, but still the miners and you can see just how fast the Packers and the King went through this little wall. Time for the next attack. This time a Hawk attack, a mass Hawk attack with the kill squad. So he's starting with a Wall Breaker and then funneling with 2 wizards at 3 o'clock. And the King hitting the Wall Breaker. I would have just dropped maybe something before the Wall Breaker, but doesn't matter, he gets to the Town Hall really quickly. Already dropped all of his 8 bowlers. And now the now the heroes and the bowlers will just take out the little town hall, and hopefully also using the jump spell he just dropped, also using the warden's ability. It's pretty interesting that he's using his warden for the kill squad and not for the hawks, but he had to do it because he needs to get to the CC. Dropped his poison. The queen's not going with the kill squad, just things like we don't need it. And he dropped now every of his hogs at 8 o'clock, and unfortunately, as you can see, the hogs split up very interesting. He also needs to use a freeze spell on the Inferno. He luckily got the Inferno on the right side also down. The warden nearly died, but still was close. Already also dropped his cleanup wizards down at the bottom, and then it was pretty close because the giant bomb hit them, and now that was pretty close. The one hog activated the last giant bomb, which got him to the 3-star, and now it's just a matter of time. He used his queen's ability just to speed it up, and then it's a beautiful little 3-star by Highlander. And time for the next attack, and a queen charge bow witch, and the coconut loon takes out down there at 6 o'clock even a little black mine, and he used a little E-drag to get out a lot of value. And as you can see, there were many buildings you could just hit with the chain lightning, and the plan is now that the giants he dropped at 7 o'clock will tank for the wall wrecker. Unfortunately, he didn't get the archer tower down quick enough, so the wall wrecker will get hit by the queen, but still going good. Also dropped some other troops at 8 o'clock just to funnel down there. Then everything going into the middle, dropping a rage, dropping a heal. Poison was perfect, got the witch, and then also the defensive golem popped up and freezed everything. A tornado trap. Now everything is in the middle. Dropped the jump, also didn't see that. Some little witches going down there, but getting wrecked by the Teslas. Great avoidance ability. Was nearly perfectly timed to get everything, or get the whole squad into the warden's ability before everything splits up, as you can see right now. And everything at like 1 o'clock will get roasted. The main squad is down there at 10 o'clock. The queen going there alone. Now luckily everything tanks the little ice golem. Still has to use this queen's ability because there's an archer tower up there at 12 o'clock, and the little ice golem died way too early and kind of useless, unfortunately. But still he has his king's ability and a packer, and still the warden too. Some witches and bowlers. Already used his warden, not warden, but king's ability to get all the barbarians out, so the little single inferno doesn't target the king himself. And now the queen gets healed up by the last two healers, and unfortunately the warden just dies because of the single inferno. The queen wasn't fast enough, but still, as you can see, the queen is now healed up. The pack is still alive, the king going good, and with the packer, some bowlers, and the queen getting healed up, it is an easy 3-star. A little new Town Hall 12, at least the walls look interesting. Another attack by Ghost, and this time also a queen charge minor attack again. So he's funneling again with the safe packer. It's very expensive for funneling, as I already said, but it's working out. And the packer on the right side was good at my opinion, because he might take out these storages too. A little minion on the gold, not storage, but gold mine, to just clean out so the queen doesn't go around, because the queen does some queen things sometimes. Rage a bit too early. Jump was also a bit early, and he just opened up his wall racket too late, and now everything is stuck down there in the middle, and the queen still goes outside, doesn't take the jump spell because everything else is closer for her, and the two little ice golems will just die right there, die for nothing. But still going after the plan, trying to save this attack. The queen, not the queen, the king already falling at 9 AM. Miners going in with the warden, and another rage on the queen to keep his queen up. And warden's ability shouldn't have been used because the gear bomb doesn't do anything against the miners, but still going good. And then we can see he tries to clean up on top, but there was a skeleton trap which just killed his wizard, and all the miners still going inside, which is very good. And now they can take out pretty much everything. The queen is even still alive too. Now they split up, but still enough miners in the middle of the base, not the middle, but in the base where all the defenses are, to take out kind of everything. Even dropped his last archer at 12 o'clock to take out this lonely builder hut, and so it is another 3-star. Then an attack by Leon, and also funneling with P.E.K.K.A. and 2 walks. Bit weird for me, but it works out. He gets the ankles cleared, so everything goes inside. It's a typical box space I saw like 1,000 times. And it's another P.E.K.K.A. bow bat attack with expensive funneling. Also some things going outside, unfortunately, freezing everything pretty well. And it's also kind of good that some bowlers go outside, but not every kind of bowler. It looks like everything runs outside, but doesn't. And also dropped his poison on time. The warden's ability a bit too early, but still was good enough so the troops don't get hit by the Giga Tesla. The wizard tower being distracted right now, so he doesn't need to use a freeze for the bats. Now everything is a single target defense. Even the last 2 wizard towers get down right now. The king is going at 12 o'clock. The queen died unfortunately by the single inferno, and still there are lots of bats which just completely wreck the space. And that's it with a beautiful overkill by Black Leon. Still so many troops. There are 2 packers, some bowlers, the king just chilling around, some nice golem too, and I even see a witch and a warden, 2 healers, and perfectly done by him. Next attack. Another attack by Dynauga. So he's funneling with a little Electro Dragon and a Coconut Loon. The Coconut Loon was a bit too late in my opinion, but still likely there was no Black Mine. The Electro Dragon gets a lot of value out of the base. Healers, that was close. Still keeping the queen up. King on 1 o'clock with a P.E.K.K.A. and a bowler. Now he has some skeleton traps there too, dropping all the other troops, and it seems like it is a P.E.K.K.A. smash attack because we don't have any bat spells. And Warden's ability also great. Then the slammer going in from 2 a.m. I always want to say a.m. but it's the clock, and going a bit around, then finally going in to take down the single inferno. 2 ice golem coming out of the CC, not that strong in for that base. Walks in the stone slammer, which just one goes completely around, and now it looks like he has nothing left in his army. But you see how many troops just wrecked through the base with a rage spell. So I was pretty fast, although it looks like he doesn't have any of his troops anymore. And then everything is just a matter of time. It was a bit close with the time, but still going good. He didn't use his poison spell here, so he's gonna swag it. The queen stuck on a wall, now finally got through the wall. The one little Valkyrie doing her work up there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any other cleanup troops anymore, so if that would have been a bit closer with the time, that could have been a problem. But still, he will get it, and we can speed up the attack a bit. So another attack coming soon. The other attack will be by the leader of the clan, and can't wait for it. And it's always good to have a lead who does freeze those too. And time for that attack. So an attack by the leader, and it's also a P.E.K.K.A. bow bat attack, also funneling with the P.E.K.K.A.s because there are many high hit point buildings. Finally got it right. And also the funnel was a bit critical because there were traps also, but the wall wrecker going inside looks a bit weird at first, but the queen goes inside, most bowlers go inside. So many traps by the town hall, next to the town hall, it's like amazing. Still everything goes kinda well. Dropped everything right, hit the Warden's ability on time so the troops don't get hit by the Giga Bomb. The king doing good at 12 o'clock, the whole kill squad going in, now taking down the eagle. The queen going with the king completely outside, and it's time for the little bats, I guess, coming in from 8 o'clock to stack him up. A little bat wave, not a bat bomb but a bat wave. The wizard tower needs to be freezed so the bats can take it out. A single inferno doesn't cause any problems, so the bats will just wreck through the base. Another multi-inferno is still there, so he needs to freeze it, but didn't do it, unfortunately. And yeah, the freeze was a bit too late, but there were so many bats left, so they don't care like at all. And then it's kind of an overkill again. Going well. And that's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Jayanik out. See you next week. Hope you had fun watching the video.